Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name is Callie Say and I'm in horse trailer sales here at Transwest. For those of you that aren't familiar with us, we're located about 30 minutes north of Denver off of I-25. Really easy to see us. We've got all the trailers lined out front. So today we're going to be going over a 2021 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse gooseneck. So this is a really popular trailer for us to sell. A lot of people might only have 2 horses, but we've got this one set up so if you're going on a little bit of a longer trip, it's really easy to have a lot of storage on this trailer. It's just something that's really easy to get around. It's only 17 feet 9 inches on the floor, so that's from the box back. So this trailer's very easy to maneuver. You're 7'1" tall, so you're gonna fit a lot of those horses, excluding the very, very big ones. This will be really comfortable for a lot of your horses to get in and out. Alrighty, so today I wanted to go over a few things that Cimarron does that is a little different than other trailer companies. So the first thing I wanted to touch on is this B&W coupler. So this B&W coupler is actually made in America. Cimarron and B&W partnered together to make this coupler. It's very high quality. We've got 2 set screws and a pin on this one. So you know that going down the road, you're gonna have a really high quality coupler holding your trailer onto your truck. You don't have anything to be worried about. And having the 2 set screws is just a lot more security. Another thing that I really love is this is the breakaway cable for your trailer. So in the event that your truck and trailer ever got separated from each other or you have any issues, if this gets taut, it'll pull this cable and it'll activate your brakes on your trailer. And that's very important so that your trailer doesn't go careening down the road without you. But one of the things I like is on a lot of trailers, this is just a long kind of unwieldy cable or long string cable right here, and they've actually done kind of a bungee design here, so it's really clean, tucked away. You don't have to wrap up lots of cable when you're done with it. And then of course you've got your 2 safety chains right here as well. So Cimarron makes sure that this is one of the safest trailers you can pull. We make it very friendly for your horses, so we try and avoid any really sharp edges. Everything has a radius. We do quiet rides for your horses, so there's a lot of things that goes into a Cimarron to make it one of the best rides for your horses. On this trailer right here, we do have the single crank jack. So if you no longer want to crank your trailer up and down, one of the things that our shop here at Transwest can do is we can actually change that out for an electric over hydraulic jack, where you just have the buttons that go up and down. Then you'll get an onboard battery and a battery disconnect switch too. So if that's something you want, maybe this trailer is everything except that, there's a lot of things that our shop here can do to make this trailer the perfect trailer for you to take home. All right. So since we've got the spare right here, a couple things I wanted to point out on this tire is all of our tires are going to have, for the Cimarrons, they do standard aluminum wheels. So you get a really clean look. You don't have to worry about rust over time. This little green tab here means that these tires were nitrogen filled. So living in Colorado, we get a lot of fluctuations between the hot and cold temperatures. So what nitrogen does is it doesn't expand and contract quite like oxygen does. So you get more stable PSI if you start really early in the morning and it's kind of cold, and then you warm up throughout the day. That air isn't going to rapidly expand and cause issues for you since you've got nitrogen filled tires right here. All right. So one of the things I really love about this setup on this trailer is the tack room. So we've done a lot of things to make it very friendly for whoever buys this trailer, very usable. So one of the things I want to start with is we do have the boot box, or the brush box right here. In every Cimarron, you get an owner's manual. So if you have any quick questions that maybe you're not in town to Google or anything like that, this will have the answer to most of your questions. Right here on this door, we do have a 4-tier blanket bar on a gas shock, so it goes in and out super nice and easy. It's nice and rounded. You're not going to have any snags or anything when you put your blankets on. Just really, really great design there. One of the things we get from a lot of questions from customers is, even though this trailer has a running board right here, you're only 6'10" wide on this trailer, so you do have the running board on the exterior. We decided to go with the fold down step as opposed to a walk down or a walk through door on this trailer. And that's just because when you've got a big heavy saddle or a bunch of materials that you need to take in and out, this step being just a little bit lower makes it so easy to get in and out of your trailer with ease. And especially for people that may have some knee issues or something like this, it's just way more comfortable to get up and down in this trailer. One of the great things about this is we did go with the swing out saddle rack on this trailer. So this saddle rack is on a shock as well, and it just slides in and out so easily, especially when you get some saddles on here. That weight will kind of load it down a little bit and it'll make it even easier. These saddle racks are adjustable, so if you did want to put one of these a little bit lower, maybe you've just got an English saddle that you want to put on the bottom, you can just adjust these bolts right here and it'll slide up and down. So if you had 4 saddles and want to add another saddle holder on here, that's something we can easily get our hands on. And then it just slides right back in. All right, come on in.
How wide is this door?
This is a 42-inch door. So one of the reasons that we do the big door on this is, number one, for our swing out saddle rack. That's just to give it clearance so that if you've got fenders or anything hanging off the side, they make a nice, easy entrance. It's also really great if you're loading things in and out. Those smaller doors are really hard to get in and out with a lot of stuff. So we do the big 50 or 42-inch doors on these Cimarrons. Makes it really great and easy. All right, so up here, you'll notice we've got a shelf with a clothes rod underneath. Sometimes we'll just do the clothes rod in the nose, but this really makes it really friendly if you're going to a show or something. You can hang your show shirts right here. They're not going to be crumpled up in the gooseneck or anything like that. And then you do have quite a bit of storage up above, so you can throw a bunch of stuff up there. We've decided to carpet the entire partition wall on this trailer. So we've got bridle hooks that you can hang high and low. It just gives it a nice clean look, keeps it a little bit quieter in here. And this is a marine grade carpet, so it's not like the plushy stuff you have at home. It's very easy to clean. It's more mold and mildew resistant. And just a little bit of soap and water if you have anything that sets on there that you need to clean up. So we really like using this carpet on these trailers. Right back behind the saddle rack is a 25-gallon water tank. So if you are out on a full day of trail rides or at a show, that water tank, you don't have to bring extra in your truck or anything like that. You can just fill your horse's buckets right from there. And then one of my favorite parts is we've done the 12-inch boot box all the way across here. Gives you lots of places to throw all your extra stuff that we accumulate being horse owners. There's always need for more storage. It seems like you can never get rid of anything because you'll need it as soon as you do. Right up here, you'll notice we've got the bracing. So if you ever decided that you wanted to make this more of a weekender setup, or you wanted to be able to kind of camp out of it at shows, we do have this braced for an AC unit. So the bracing is already done ahead of time, and our shop actually can put in an AC unit for you. So if you did want this trailer, but you want it a little bit gussied up with an air conditioner to keep you comfortable, that is an option. So right here, we did put the OptiBrite lights on this trailer. They are LED lights, so they use a lot less energy. And they are super bright. So at nighttime, you're gonna have no problem getting in here. If you're hooked up to your truck, you can see in really easily and get your stuff. You can saddle up at night even. So So one of the things you'll notice is we've done these big awning lights on each side of the trailer. So if you are tacked up at night, you've got your horses right here, then you can see very easily getting in and out between your tack room light and this awning light here. Just makes it really friendly, easy for your horses to see at night. All right. So we did the big 50-50 doors on this one. So one of the things that makes this trailer really great is, oh sorry, the 60-40 doors on this one. One of the things that makes this trailer really great is if you've got a horse that's a little bit claustrophobic, you can open both of these doors and you can make it really easy for them to jump in and out. It's very inviting. If you do open those doors, we do have a big butt strap that goes all the way across that makes it so if you open that door and that last horse doesn't want to just shoot out back at you, this is heavy duty and it'll keep you and your horses safe. So in this trailer, we do have bus windows on the hip side and drop down windows on the head side. So one of the things you'll notice that Cimarron does a really great job of is keeping horses really cool. So right up here, you have your FiberTech insulated honeycombs roof. So that roof has an R3 thermal value. It's also incredibly dent and hail resistant. Usually I take a butt bar and smash it up against the side here. It's not something I would recommend doing on an aluminum sheeted roof. You will end up denting it. But the honeycomb core is very strong. You can actually jump up and down on that roof without any damage. It's a single pour, seamless roof, so you're not going to have issues with water getting in through cracks and crevices. It's one of the best parts about this trailer. Another great thing about it is on a hot day, I can actually touch this roof and keep my hand on there. It's nice and cool. So just imagine your horses are back here. It's a hot day, 90 degrees outside, sun's beating down. If your horses are in here and you have an aluminum sheeted roof, all of that heat is transferring right into your stall area. It can get very hot very quickly, and if you've got your horses' heads right up here by the roof, that's where they're getting the majority of the heat. So we really like these Cimarron roofs because it keeps your horses nice and cool and comfortable for those long rides. Another great thing is we've got roof vents that can pop either direction, so you can kind of control how the air gets in and out of this trailer. So we do one over each stall. And then between the bus windows, which a lot of people get nervous about bus windows because they want to make sure that their horses are getting enough airflow. These bus windows are almost as big as some people's drop windows. So you're getting plenty of air moving through there, and then you can get these horses nice and cool. Sometimes it's almost too much air back here. So we really like how Cimarron has set up these trailers for horses. As I mentioned earlier, everything in the Cimarron is a nice smooth rounded edge. We know horses like to try and get themselves in trouble, and nothing is more fun than getting out after a long trailer ride and finding your horse has cut themselves on something. So Cimarron makes sure their trailers are very horse friendly. They try and do as quiet a ride as possible for horses. So on these dividers, you'll notice that they try and minimize any metal to metal contact. So right here, you've got a high grade plastic against a metal. So as you go down the road, if these things are rattling around, it's going to be a lot quieter for your horse, and a quieter ride is less stressful. They'll get there feeling more comfortable than when they left. So we've done a partial divider on the first stall, and then we've done a stud divider on the first stall. So the stud divider is really great. I mentioned that a lot of people, might only have 2 horses, but having the stud divider allows you to have a lot of extra space for storage. So we don't have a hay rack on this trailer, something that our shop once again can add on. But if you are just going for a day trip, you want to throw a little extra hay up front or something like that, you don't want to throw it in the bed of your truck. This stud divider is really great place to throw your coolers, your hay, anything extra that might not conveniently fit within the tack room. So this is a really great feature. We do it on just about every one of our using trailers that we carry on inventory, and it's something that we find that people really enjoy. Another really great feature about a stud divider is if you do have smaller animals that maybe would get underneath a partial divider, that's something, the stud divider is great for those kids that are showing smaller animals at shows. It can be multi-purpose for your horses, as well as you can haul those smaller farm animals that you carry around. All right. So as we're going to work our way around here, as I mentioned, another big awning light. So if you're up tacking at night, your horses can be tied here, and you're going to be able to see them very, very well. This big drop down here, Cimarron does not compromise on quality for their drop downs. So they've got grease zert hinges on all their hinges. And then another really great thing about them is just the strength of these drop downs. We worry sometimes about those more flimsy piano hinge drop downs, because if you're going down the road, they can tweak and bend. A horse could get a halter underneath them, and you could rip those windows, and they're very expensive to replace. So one of the things that people need to look at for a Cimarron is cost of ownership. So things that need replaced often, they've really beefed up things like these drop downs, so that as you're going down the road, there's not going to be a lot of tweaking or bending. These are going to hold up for a very, very, very long time. So it's one of the reasons to buy a Cimarron, is because cost of ownership is something you need to take into account. You might pay a little more for it now, but it might save you a lot of money in the long run, because you're not going to be replacing things that fall apart time and time again. We build these Cimarrons to last for the lifetime of your ownership. So this is a really great little trailer for somebody that wants something that's very easy to maneuver, maybe doesn't have giant horses, maybe only has two that needs to haul a little bit extra up front. So for anybody that has any questions on this trailer or any of the other ones around, this stock number right here, if you wanted to reference it, is 5N200 536. It is a 2021 Cimarron Norstar 3-horse gooseneck. For any questions, you can contact me. My name is Callie Say. My phone number is 970-309-6368. And I'd be happy to answer anything you have. Thank you for tuning in.